Hello, vinyl community. Yes, Jana is back again, and today I'm going to jump on a challenge. A challenge that is made by Gail at Stack's channel. I will leave a link below so you can reach out to him. He needs some new subscribers. He needs people to participate in this challenge. The challenge is pretty fun, I have to say, because he's into, the Duolingo. Also been watching that, but I have not started yet. I would like to learn a little bit more Spanish, so I might do that later on. And he's into that and learning Portuguese at the moment. I think he's planning a travel there, and so he wants to have something in his luggage to be not sold at the market. And so with this Duolingo challenge, he wants us to show a record that mixes up languages. And I thought, as I was watching Brian at, Embryonic Robot, he made a Canadian version where he mixes English and France. And I thought, why not do the Swedish version and do some other languages that make touches with other languages. Am I at the studio? So I'm missing a few. I was planning to show Jose Gonzalez, the Argentinian Swedish dude that sings mostly in English, but sometimes he mixes over to Spanish, which is kind of cool. But let's go into this, and I will start first of all with the band Ghost, their debut record. They like to mix English with Latin in their songs, and here we have plenty of Latin in every second tune almost, which is kind of cool. You have Latin and English in a mixed pot. Another cool record I have is this classic heavy metal band Helvetes Port, where they use the old school early 80s sound in their tunes, and here they're really mixed up both Swedish and English, like the first tune where they mix inside English words together with Swedish, so you get a little bit of Swinglish, like Staden Brinner, City on Fire, where they sing both languages. It's kind of cool. Let's continue, and we have a band called Kent in Sweden, and they are mostly famous for singing in Swedish. They have done a few tunes or records that are in English, but they are not as good as they are in Swedish. But in this record there's a tune called FF, where they mixes up Swedish and France, which is kind of cool. Let's continue. Here we have another cool band called Les Big Bird. It's a constellation of other bands like Teddy Bear Stockholm, for instance, and they are really all over the place. Mostly of the tunes are in English, but some of them are in Swedish or Swinglish. And here we have typical that we have one tune called Vi borde prata, men det är för sent, that is totally in Swedish but with a touch of English. And then we have Back to Bagarmossen. Bagarmossen is a suburb place in Stockholm, and but the song is in English. It's kind of cool where they mixed up stuff like that, so I like really this challenge. Let's continue. Blues Pills, a great heavy rock band that mixes blues rock into the tunes, and a female fronted band. And here on this 10-inch there are 4 songs, where 3 of them are in English and 1 of them are in Swedish. So that is not really mixed up, but the total concept is mixed up. Another cool band from Sweden is of course Goat, where they have the psychedelic world music feeling in their vibes. And on this record there's a tune, I'm not really 100% sure what language it is, but it's called Jorrolen, and I can't even read that, but here you have some lines. It could be Samiska, I guess, but I'm not 100% sure. but most of the tunes are in English, but that one is mixed up. And they like to take music pieces from Africa, especially Mali, where they pick in the influences and create their own psychedelic vibe, and it's freaking cool. Goat, amazing band. Let's do this one. Here we have a punk band called Rotten Mind, and they also mixes up tunes with English and Swedish, like Fyrisån. It's pretty cool, pretty cool. And let's continue. Then we have the band Skräcködlan, where they mostly do the heavy fuzz rock in Swedish, but they usually put in English words like the song titles, part of the sentence, so it's kind of Swedish. And nowadays they even start to sing in English as well, to see if they can break through to the other side. Great band, really good if you like heavy rock. And then we have two more, and I have, you know, this Swedish lady Robin, where the most of the tracks are in English, but she usually put in some pieces of her native language, like the last tune on this one is totally in Swedish, but she uses the Norwegian or Danish version of the sentence, which is kind of cool. Robin, if you like dance music. And the last one I have is of course ABBA. ABBA is known for mostly singing in their native language, which is Swedish and English. But that tune, I don't own it, but it's released on some of the later comps, where you get the tune in Swedish, Spanish, English and German, which is crazy. And on this one you have both Swedish and English version, but on that comp you get them all, which is great. Alright, I hope you enjoyed my picks. I should have done some needle drops, but I don't really have time for that this time. So I hope you can bear with this. Fetch them up, check them up on Spotify or some other streaming service, and have fun with this challenge. And hopefully I will see some other cool challenges out there. And good work with the idea of doing this Duolingo challenge, Gail. Keep up the good work and see you soon, guys, and happy spinning. Fridas.